what is font family property? Font family property represents CSS property that we can use to set font type for your text. So if you are familiar with any type of software, for example, Microsoft Word, Adobe Illustrator, or even Adobe Photoshop, you know that there is an option where you can set type or font family for your text. Something like Arial, Helvetica, Times New Roman, etc. On the same way, in your web page, with font family CSS property, you can set what is the font family for your text. Please be aware of that not all font family types are supported by all web browsers. So to solve this problem, instead of just one value for your font family, you can set 2 or even more values separated with the commas. And this is how it works. So basically your web browser will try first with the first value that you have set for font family. If this one is not supported, your web browser will go with the second value and so on and so forth. If no of those options is supported, your web browser will go with some default values for your font family. Okay, let's go with some examples. For this part, I have already prepared simple HTML document structure. Our HTML document has head and body. Inside of body, we have 3 simple text paragraphs. Inside of head, we have just title for our HTML document. Let's save this document like index.html on the desktop. So let's minimize our text editor. This is our index page, so let's open it. And this is how our index web page looks like for now. Okay, so first thing that I want to do, for our text paragraphs, let's define class HTML attributes. Like value for first one, let's set magneto. Okay, we can copy complete class HTML attribute. Let's paste it for the second paragraph. And let's change the value to roboto. Okay, let's do the same for third paragraph. And like value, let's set monospace. Okay, now inside of head, let's define style block where we're going to define styles for our CSS class selectors. So we need to define class selectors for all 3, for magneto, roboto, and a monospace. So as we know, class selector starts with a dot. Now let's set magneto. Let's define declaration block. Let's define font family CSS property. And like value, let's set magneto. Okay, let's save this change. And let's go back in our web browser. When we refresh it, you can see that we have set font family magneto for our first text paragraph. Okay, let's do the same for the second. So let's define roboto class selector. Okay, let's define font family CSS property. Like value for the second, let's define roboto teen. Let's save this. Let's go back in our browser. Let's refresh it. So as you can see, we have set roboto teen font family for second paragraph. Okay, let's do the same for third paragraph. Let's define font family And like value, let's set monospace. Let's save this. Save, refresh. You can see that we have monospace for a third paragraph. Okay, so in this lesson, we have seen how we can use class selectors to set font family for different fonts. Also, instead of just one value for our font family, you can use 2 or even more values separated with a comma. So let's set Helvetica. So in this case, your web browser will go first with Magneto. If this one is not supported, your web browser will go with the second or with Helvetica, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is how we can use font family CSS property to set different fonts for your text paragraphs, so feel free to play around with this.
Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I hope this was helpful to you. If you like our work, please become our Patreon or simply donate our PayPal. Please remember, even little from you means a lot for us. You can follow us on our Twitter and Instagram profiles, and please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, because on our YouTube channel, knowledge is waiting for you.